Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out my video. Today I'm going to be going over a mod that you can get for the minigun, which is the Shredder. And like I say, this is a mod you can attach onto the minigun to make it do insane amounts of damage, which I'm going to showcase here. I did test it as far as I could think, so if I did leave out anything, just let us know in the comments, that would be great. And yeah, let's get into it. Big thank you to JG too, man. Thank you so much for giving me this lovely gun. Couldn't have done this video without you. And here is the gun that he gave me. And the important things to point out here is the vampires and the bashing damage. Because the bashing damage is actually going to help this mod do insane amounts of damage, as I'm going to show you. And a vampires is just good because it'll basically be able to keep you alive forever. With the right perks. And I want to say too, an anti-armor would be great as well. I do recommend the prime barrel on this because you do want to keep the clip empty, so it will stop you from picking up random 5mm. And I also heard that the accelerated barrel does not do any extra damage. I could be wrong, but that's what my research has shown me. And these are the perks, apparently, too, that help buff the damage of the weapon. Heavy gunner perks do not help buff the damage, even though it is a minigun. Stabilize does. Basher is definitely a must if you're going to be doing this. This is the perk card that's going to give you the most extra damage while using this mod on the minigun. It even says gun bashing does 50% plus damage with a 10% chance to cripple your opponent, which is really nice as well. Tenderizer has been proven to add to the damage of this as well. Make your target receive 10% more damage for 10 seconds after your attack. You're not going to need 2 seconds to kill most enemies, probably not even 1 for most enemies. I want to point out too that Nerd Rage doesn't seem to make a difference. I'm going to show you my research on that later. Bloody Mess doesn't seem to make a difference either. And I did say Nerd Rage doesn't seem to make a difference. And apparently your strength maxed at 15 is the only thing that makes another difference as well. Even Incisor doesn't make a difference apparently. And anything over 15 strength, I could be wrong, but what I've researched, it shows me that anything over 15 strength doesn't make this do any more damage. So this isn't your typical melee weapon. Now I'm going to show you here. This is basically my bloody build or unyielding build, whatever you want to call it. Low health with Nerd Rage on. Absolutely destroys them. Now this is a full health with a power armor and stabilized on. See, a little bit faster, but I think that's because I have the stabilized on. Because here I am full health without stabilized on, and you can see it worked just as well as the first one. The first behemoth I killed there with Nerd Rage on. That one didn't have Nerd Rage on. So the reason I'm showing this is it kind of shows that Nerd Rage doesn't really make a difference, and strength over 15 doesn't seem to make a difference. And I did have Bloody Mess on for all of these, and my strength was the same for all of these, other than when I was in a power armor here, because unyielding would have made my strength really high, which also shows, I think, that strength doesn't make much of a difference. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear people's opinions on the damage buffs and whatnot for this gun. But beside all of that, this does just destroy stuff. Like I said, it can be it seems like it can be more powerful than a chainsaw or an auto axe, which is just insane to me because the chainsaw and the auto axe is one of the most damage per second weapons in the game. And this thing just absolutely destroys stuff. And again, it's that bashing damage that you're looking towards. And again, like I showed, this is just a vampires with bashing damage. If you had an anti-armor and you're a full health and you have stabilized on with bashing, you'll probably destroy stuff a lot quicker than I am right here with the extra anti-armor. Stabilized gives you some anti-armor aspects, but if you have an anti-armor as well, it makes it even better. Like, look at the ghouls here. We're just mowing them down. It's like they're grass and I'm the lawnmower. It's really fun to use, I have to admit, but it does have its quirks, which I'm going to get into. So what happens is it does kind of stutter a bit, kind of like the chainsaw, but unlike the chainsaw, after it corrects its stutter, or your stagger, I guess I should say as well. It does both. You can see there, it wouldn't work. Like, even though it's spinning, you'll go up to an enemy, as you're gonna see here, and it won't work. Okay, you can see he staggered me there, or stunned me a bit, or just hit me, and I went up to him and it didn't work, and I had to back away and then start spinning it again. So that's one unfortunate thing about using this weapon that I found using it, that got more than a little bit annoying. It's kind of like a killer for me, honestly, but the insane amount of damage that you can do with this might justify using it as well. It can get annoying though. I had a real hard time with the turret here. As you can see, it stuttered me or staggered me, whatever you want to call it. And I actually had to go up to it 3 times in order to destroy it. Oh, got me again, so I'm spinning, and yep, not going to destroy him. So I actually had to like jump up behind him and get it going really quick. And you know, this is just the case for turrets. This isn't always going to be the case for enemies. But yeah, like I said, it can get very annoying. Here it is again. You can see the queen hit me, and I'm just showing that it does no damage until you reset again. So you have to let off the trigger, wait for it to stop spinning a little bit. You don't have to let it stop spinning all the way, and then put your finger back on the trigger, and hopefully it works the next time. You can see it got me 2 times in a row here. So if you're dealing with any enemy that'll stagger you, like even a bear or a Mirelurk queen that I'm showing here, it can definitely get annoying. It also won't help against reflective skin, which I found out here, but it does help if it's in the daily ops, if it's melee only killed enemies. This weapon is amazing for that, so I wanted to point that out. And I would just give the nod to the chainsaw or the auto axe. I would say it's so much better. The damage isn't really much of a difference that where you would probably pick the shredder over the chainsaw. Let me know in the comments what you would choose. Definitely the chainsaw for me. Although I did have tons of fun with this weapon, and the damage is extremely crazy, and like it actually shocked me when I was killing some behemoths there earlier. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to do as much research as I could on it, and yeah, this is what I came up with. Again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic day, and yeah, take care.